Gee, I don't know if this is a, if my phone is freaking out or if this is a omen or if it's a message for me to not say anything what I'm saying. But okay, so I deleted all those videos, but I didn't delete them off my phone permanently. So I ran out again. What was I saying? I think I was saying until they do right by us, until they do give us reparations, until they repair the damage that they did, just like they've done all the other races in the United States. Until they repair that, they're being racists. They're being white supremacists. And that goes for every single one of you who thinks you're not. If you're not fighting for this, you're not doing anything. Being on anti-racism committees, no. We don't care. If we had our own communities, what would we care what y'all are doing with yours, or, with your time? You wouldn't have to be spending your time doing nothing with those efforts. If white people, they don't want us to have equality because they know what we will do with it. We're fired up enough, we're intelligent enough, we're competent enough, we're hungry enough, and we're passionate enough to pull it off in record time. These Black Wall Streets, if we got reparations of some kind, even if it's just land, we really would have to get the attention of rich Black people to contribute to that effort and live there. Okay, you can't affect a community like that from the outside looking in, because you don't know what's going on there. We need police. We need military. We need our own politics. We need our own hospitals. We need our own schools. We need our own universities. We need our own colleges. We need our own parks. We need our own hotels, barbershops, beauty shops, clothing stores, taxi companies. I'm sorry, there's no more taxis. We need everything. The only thing we would have to use outside of our community is air travel. Everything else we can create for that community. Because, doctors, hospitals. We can get our own hospitals with our own doctors and nurses and the rest of the staff that's needed to make hospitals run. They had everything in Tulsa. They had everything down there. They didn't need white money. They didn't need anything from white people, which, you know what, pisses a lot of them off. They think that they need to be in the middle of our shit in order for us to do the right thing with the money or with whatever resources they get. We don't need them. We need to cooperate with them because we're sharing the United States, but we don't need them. We could choose to be around them when we want to. Not always be in a position of, we got to watch where we move to, which community we live in. We wouldn't have to watch any of that stuff if we had our own communities, our own neighborhoods. Downtown and suburbs. Take your pick. They wouldn't be gentrified anymore by white people, by Jews. Jews are great at that. And then they wonder why. Some Black people sound anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic. Is that what it's called? Anti-Semitic? Anyway, they wonder why some Black people sound that way. Because we're sick of y'all. Not like hatred sick. Like, give us a fucking break. We are tired of being up under your thumb. Your economics. That's what we're tired of. As long as you control the media, Hollywood, lawyers, doctors, as long as y'all control all that stuff, you don't have any right at all, to complain about what we say about you. You're all racists. You're all trying to be in control of us. All of white people in the United States. That is what all the knee-jerk reaction is about. That is what their fear is about. Now their fear is irrational, you know. They think that what they're doing to us, we would do to them. Not if we were on our own and away from you. You would have no need to be afraid of retribution or revenge. You would have no need if y'all kickstarted programs to make this happen, to let us set up our own areas in cities, in big cities, like Greenwood. Greenwood was a community of Tulsa. But see, those things spread. You know what I mean? You know, the city I grew up in was very small compared to what it is now. It just keeps going out, now. The whole place only went up to about 100 and something street. Now it's in the 300s. And it's going east, west, north, south. It's spreading, which our communities would do too. Because, you know, you look at the United States from a map, from a satellite, and there's, you know, big, large areas that are barren that the government controls. But see, if they gave us reparations, we could buy our own land. I'm beginning to think more and more that that we need reparations. Pronto. They need to stop studying it. What are they studying? That we need it? Bullshit. They know we need it. They know they need to do it. They need to repair the damage of slavery and everything that has happened to us as a result of slavery we're still living under. So slavery is still alive and well right now. It's not a choice. It's only a choice if you're rich. And white people are trying to steal our shit. Happening to my family. My family. They will steal your wealth. Your generational wealth. It's what happened to Tulsa. It's what happened in New York. It's what happened to Chicago. That's what happened to Atlanta. That's what happened to St. Louis. That's what happened to Rosewood, which is probably a community of a larger city in Florida. That's what happened to Washington, D.C. And that's what happened to Knoxville, Tennessee. Now, back then, we weren't as far out west than we could be now. But I swear we could double this. 8? No, how about 20? 20 areas in cities in the United States. God, that would begin to repair us so much. The healing could begin. Our healing. We live every day in a traumatized state because of what we keep seeing, and the invention of cell phones and their fucking cameras is ensuring that we stay traumatized. And they're only trying to scare us with the fucking police. And they're scaring us with their rhetoric. These white supremacists, you know, who sounded the bell and the alarm? They sounded the bell and the alarm and said that white supremacists could interrupt what was going on with the Centennial in Tulsa. Didn't happen. Wasn't even a spark of it happening. And maybe because Homeland Security said something about it, but we're still not a protected class. See, that's another thing that would be needed if we created a Black Wall Street, is that area needs to be protected by the government. The white government, period. Don't come in there and try to burn it down again or bomb it down. It's protected, just like Indian land is. Now, they're always trying to steal their land because they just don't have enough people to protect themselves. But we do. We're not 8 million strong in the United States. We're 33 million strong. 33, 34. Cut that up in slices, and you'd have a good number of people living in those communities. And you'd have people that would say, nah, you know, I'm fine where I'm at. Not everybody will jump on that train. Not everybody will jump on that agenda. And that's fine. They can live however they choose to live. Just let us live. Get your knee off our necks. Quit suffocating us. Quit telling us what we need. We know what we need. How about that? Anyway, I'm going to start looking into this more deeply. Oh, gee, I just completely bailed on that woman that my buddy was talking to. But anyway, that's because I kept getting interrupted and losing this video. Losing the feed to the video because I kept running out of storage. The phone doesn't even tell me that either. I just had to look around to see how much storage I had left, and that's why I kept running out. So this is 3 videos. This is video number 3 of the morning. It's starting to get light outside. The night walker strikes again. I was out late at night last night, this morning, roaming around. I wish that the Walmarts stayed open that time of night. See, we need our own Walmarts. We need our own grocery stores. We need to funnel our money, and not the way it is right now, into a community, not just Black-owned businesses all over the country, because they're here, they're everywhere. They're not doing anything for each other because we're not united. We don't have a community to funnel that money into, to recirculate that money over and over and over. Like the closest Black-owned business in the area I live in is probably a barber shop. But it isn't a whole community where all the businesses in that community are Black-owned. I'd have to drive a long way every time I wanted something to find Black-owned businesses in this area that I live in, because it's huge. Absolutely huge. And it's just not economically, it's not efficient for me to have to drive that distance just to get to those businesses. And, doggone it. Fuck, I forgot to hook this thing up. It's not practical to drive the kind of distance that I would need to drive to get to the Black communities in the area I live in. And they're very small. Very small. They don't have the kind of resources that would make me want to live in those areas. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video. I still say that creating Black Wall Streets in the United States for Black people, Black, not Hispanics, not Asians, not Native Americans, and not white people, all Black. See, they didn't string them other people up, burn them down, lynch them. The atrocities that have been committed against black people in the United States have been the worst of any people on the planet. For 400 years? And now they're lynching us with guns? And lynching us. Yeah, there's still people popping up, lynched. And then you got these motherfucking white supremacists that think it's fucking funny to put nooses around their place of business. To do what? To intimidate us? We sick of y'all. We sick of having to work for you. We're sick of having to live with you. And all of that could be eliminated if y'all would give us a jump start. 40 acres and a mule. In today's economy. See, everybody who's black and is checked off. That's all they would have to do is find everybody that's checked that box in the United States. The census and other things that we have to apply for, and they're always asking what you are. Are you black? Are you Hispanic? Are you Spanish speaking? Or you're not Spanish speaking? Which is a funny way to count them people. Are you Asian? Are you Native American? Are you white? We have to check those boxes off, and it would not take them very much in this day and age, with the technology that we have, to find out who they need to pay the reparations to. It wouldn't take nothing. Problem is, they don't want to do it. They want to keep us spending trillions of dollars a year on them and working for them, going to school for them. Oh my God, I see this plain as day. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. It is Saturday, June the I don't even know what the date is. What is the date? June the 5th. Juneteenth is coming up. Not that that's... Yeah, it's one of the holidays that black people need to celebrate. We need to stop celebrating and spending our money on white holidays, capitalistic holidays that are just there to get your money. Hold off spending until you can spend it in a black area of the country. And I say, if we kickstart of Tulsa, shit, people could they can build up their websites and everything else, and people could start buying from the businesses that will be created there, that would be far better than the businesses that were there in 1921. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and the pollinator is out.